The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, about 3.5 minutes away from 8 a.m., which is the Know the Show hour's conclusion. We'll ask you 3 questions about this last hour. And if you can answer all 3, the first person through will get tickets to the 1975 on Sunday, and you'll meet the 1975.
Woo-hoo.
It's huge. But before we get there, we have to talk about this because a place in Chicago has been named the most haunted place on Earth. Not just, one of them. I mean, this is it. This is like super duper haunted.
Okay.
It's a place probably, you think about half the people listening have been there? Something like that?
I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that. It's popular. You've certainly passed it a million times.
I think you know what it is. Yeah, you've gone through it, whether you're going somewhere.
It's not like in some weird, when you're like, oh, it's Chicago, but it's 45 minutes that way. You may not have seen it. This is like downtown.
Downtown, and it is
downtown.
The Nederlander Theater, and was known as some other things over the past several years or decades or hundreds of years, but it's the Nederlander Theater right now in the Broadway district. Maybe you've seen something there. I saw
right
Jersey.
near State Street, right off State. You can see it there.
Whole theater district where all the theaters are. When you go to Grand Park or, for Lollapalooza, you've probably gone by it that way if you had to go that route. But it's one of the most haunted places on Earth. I had no idea. I never heard that at all. I never heard this story ever. I don't know. So what happened there is 600 people died there in a fire way back in the old days, like 1903.
Yeah,
right?
during like a play, right?
Yeah. 600 people.
600 got trapped in a fire. That is insane.
So it opened in 1903, and that same year, that's when this happened. They got trapped in there when a fire broke out. It was a performance of a comedy musical called Mr. Bluebeard. That's too bad. People were probably laughing, having a good time.
I don't know. I don't know the premise of that. Well, Mr. Bluebeard.
Holy
is
cow.
that a comedy?
Chase, can you look up if Mr. Bluebeard? It says it was a comedy musical, but has it been canceled over time because it's 100 years old? There's got to be something wrong with it.
What was his name again? Mr. Blueberry?
No, Mr. Bluebeard was the name of the comedy musical that was playing when these poor people died. It's terrible.
I just looked it up.
Okay.
So, not that. Something else.
What else came up? What else came up when you Googled Mr. Bluebeard?
No, I was looking up something else. I wasn't paying attention to it. But
what's in your Amazon card? Is that what you were looking up?
Stop it.
Oh, God.
You settle down.
What dress are you looking at?
Hey. That's on a different tab. I looked up okay. Technically, 1,503 people died on the Titanic. So think about this. This is 600 people just at the Netherlands. It's still standing.
Hy isn't there a movie about this?
I thought you were going to say the Titanic. I go, there is. It's really good.
I must have missed it. I guess maybe a theater burning isn't as... I don't know how they build up a whole storyline to a movie.
Well, I don't. It's just...
Theater.
It is eerie, and there had to be something leading up to that, and it's crazy because I've been to that theater many, many times.
Yeah.
It's had, I think, 3 names now. I think we're on the 3rd name. Nederlander. I don't know. I never know.
When it opened, it was called the Iroquois Theater, right on Randolph and State. And when this happened, it was 3:15 in the afternoon. A spark from the stage ignited a nearby drapery. And I don't know. Listen, firemen out there know what kind of fire things we had back then. Did we have fire hydrants?
Definitely not the same precaution.
Here's what they said. Attempts to stamp out the fire with a primitive retardant did nothing to halt the spread of the flammable decorative backdrops. So they shouldn't have went they went too far.
God.
They went too far with their decorations.
That because it's so hard to get out of venues. Think about how long you have to wait, like teeter line, people getting pushed over. So a fire like that, the chaos that would have been. There's only that one like front door, but now they probably do have some more emergency exits in place.
Yeah.
Back then, no, I'm sure.
Well, it said it just spread super fast. The audience members bolted from their seats quick, but there was only a few exit doors they could not find. Most were obscured by the curtains that started on fire.
Wow.
Ugh.
Oh, because if it traveled.
Yeah, it went fast.
Oh, my God. All surrounded.
So they call it haunted because there are said to be ghosts in there. If you ever see a show.
Well, 600 souls lost, tragically. Yeah.
I mean, so it's the most haunted place in the world, or one of the tops there anyway. And they say people that go there, you maybe feel a cool breeze all of a sudden when you're in the middle of a play there, and you go, oh, and they hear things. There's a lot of legends in certain parts. Theaters are creepy in general when you go in there and they're dark and the decorations.
I know, they're beautiful though.
But
you
it's
go
all
in.
old architecture. It just kind of gives you a vibe.
I know. Yeah, it's so historic, and I did not. I never knew that about that theater.
Yeah. Well, now you know. So if you go there and you're under the theater for anything, you were just there for Hamilton, right? Is that what it was?
I was just there for Hamilton.
Yeah. I remember seeing Jersey Boys. I saw
and
Chicago.
Michael Jackson. They were both there.
Michael Jackson was there?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I know. What? Why is that scarier than him?
I can see him haunting a few people.
Why?
Because he's not here anymore either.
Oh, well, yeah. I go, what does that have to do with theater fires? So somebody texted in and said the Chicago Theater Fire, so that must be like its historic name, right?
Yeah.
Is the reason why theaters now have a fire drop. It is required. They learned that during their college
What's
theater
a fire
class.
drop?
I think that it's probably a big base that comes down. So it like some type of, probably not curtain because that'd be flammable again, but a fire drop happens so the fire that happens on the stage can't spread.
Oh, it is a safety curtain.
Yes.
It's a passive fire protection feature used in large
So it can't
theaters.
spread. So it literally, there's something that is mandatory at theaters now because of this fire.
Wow. Well, I guess something good came out of it. A little bit.
Because of that fire, that's why they say you can't yell out fire at a theater. I think that would be a bad idea anyways.
Yeah, don't do that. No.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101 know the show hour for the 1975 tickets, and you'll meet the 1975 Sunday at the Allstate Arena with Q101. What a show that is going to be, as they've played 2 Q101 Twisted Christmases in the last 5 years and always delivered a ridiculous show. So, the questions we've asked, let's go to Michaela. She says she has them right. Michaela checking in from Chicago. Am I saying her name right there, Michaela?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, good. Let's see here. Question number 1. Now, I'll not tell you if you're right until the end, okay?
All right.
Question number 1. Where was Case assistant manager at before he joined Q101?
Squeeze Sports.
What 2010 pop song does Brian love?
Airplanes.
And how many shirts did Q101 have to make for tonight's Halloween pop-up at the Cubby Bear?
100 for listeners and 102 for Kenzie and Brian.
I'm so sorry, Michaela. You're wrong.
We can't say which one.
I know.
Because I don't want to help, you know what I mean? I also want to change their answer.
Michaela.
It's okay. Thanks, guys.
But
All right.
thank you for trying and
Yes.
listening. We still love you.
I'll tell you what, we're going to give you a second chance. I mean, everybody else. I see a tie in there playing Shinedown.
Yes.
Keep calling. We're still looking for a winner. 312-591-8300. Those 3 questions. Can you answer them about the last hour? Know the show with Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
All right, here we go. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Know the show hour. If we don't get a winner here, we'll just do God Bless the Baby and give everybody a shot at these tickets for the 1975. And a chance, well, not a chance, you will meet the 1975 Sunday at the Allstate Arena with Q101. But we have a lot of people still here on the phone, so let's go in order. Jules, you're next up in Valpo. Ahoy, Jules.
Ahoy.
All right, so here we go. Big 1975 fan, I assume?
Yes.
Okay. Here's the questions. Where was Case assistant manager at before he joined Q101?
At Lids.
What 2010 pop song does Brian love?
Aeroplanes by B.O.B.
Haley's in there too. Oh, how many shirts did Q101 have to make for tonight's Halloween pop-up at the Cubby Bear?
You had to make 102, but one was for Kenzie.
That's right. Good job.
Oh, my God. Way to nail it.
You're going.
Yes!
I sense restrained excitement. Are you at home with people sleeping, or are you at work?
Oh, no, I'm at home with my daughter that wants to go so bad, and she loves Maddie Haley.
Aw, that's awesome.
So sweet. Well, you are going to be there at the Allstate Arena. You're going to meet the 1975, so congratulations.
Thank you guys so much.
Heard that. I love it.
That was amazing.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
All right, coming up in about 5 minutes, we're going to do head-to-head lines where you choose the content of what we talk about. We give you 2 headlines, and then based on your text, which one you want to hear more of. Now, we never talk about the other story ever again, so you got to choose wisely. We'll get that in after White Reaper. We'll give you the headlines. By the way, White Reaper, of course, you will see them Wednesday, December 6th with Lovejoy and Chicago people. Bridget Calls Me Baby. What a band. Wow, we played a little bit of their music earlier this week, and we'll play more, and we'll try to get them in the studio here before the show. Just so unique. And if you haven't gotten your ticket yet, they are selling, and they will sell out, these shows. So get your ticket this weekend, Q101.com. Whenever you have a few moments, go there, check it out. And we get it. It's the most expensive time of the year when you're thinking about presents. That's why you got to do it now. Today's payday for us. Is it payday for everybody else today? You check your bank.
Is it payday?
Today's payday, Kenzie.
My God.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Let me open my app.
Okay.
I just blacked out.
I mean, Case the producer, he seems to get his checks, I don't know, like every 6 weeks or something. I don't know. Did you get paid today, dude? Did you get some money?
I haven't looked. Let me fire up my PNC app as well.
Yeah, PNC will let you know when you got money input in there. I check it, dude. I check it when I wake up at 3.
I don't like checking my bank account. It never makes me happy.
That sucks. No, I'm sorry. I just saw something in my bank account.
She wasn't even talking about you.
I know.
But it came off that way.
Oh, no. Sucks.
What's wrong on your bank account?
I got my paycheck in and my credit card out, so it's all just gone.
Oh, it's nothing?
Minus 200.
Oh,
it's just I go, well, this still looks weird because it's the same amount that it was. It's just all gone.
Oh, that's the worst. Oh, that's terrible. It's also almost rent day, too. So
I didn't even get to see it look big.
Yeah.
Like at first, you know when it first goes in there and it looks like you have a lot of money and then you pay your bills? I didn't even get to see it.
It's the worst.
Now it's just $200 less.
You didn't even get to see the increase, like you actually made money.
I didn't get to see it.
You might as well have not come in the last 2 weeks.
That's what I'm saying. It sucks.
If it's going to be a minus 200, it might as well be minus $3,000. I mean, what the hell?
I literally just logged in to see my big bank account, like, woo, and it's $200 less than it was last night.
Well, Brian brings bad news. I didn't mean to go that way.
sucks.
Well, because even okay, so I did get paid today, but I have rent due in 2 days, and then because my thought is like, oh my God, I'm going to get Popeyes for lunch, and then I'll eat out for dinner, and then because my thought just goes to what food can I buy?
Amen.
But it's all pointless because I'm just going to pay rent in a few days, and then that number's going to go down.
To see it.
I did get to see it. It's nice.
I like to look at it for like a day or two, like, big Pappin, call me Diddy.
I think like, oh my God, I'm going to buy like a satin White Sox jacket or something with all this money, and then I realized
less money in it than last night. I didn't check it early enough.
Damn.
God, they take that credit card out quick.
Oh, I got to.
They take
It's 8:23. You know how many businesses open? I don't even think the bank's open.
Yeah,
I couldn't go to a Chase, but they can take my money out.
So you're saying the janitor at Chase took out your credit card payment on their
like,
computer?
F this.
That's his job. They go, hey, man, just make sure overnight you grab Kenzie's credit card payment.
Yeah, we kind of know how she is. You want to get that fast.
So before she gets her paycheck and spends it all, make sure you get that money out to get our credit card bill
You
paid.
should say the way these things are stacked on each other. I feel like work reached out to them and told them, just so you know it's there now. Like, how did it happen that bad?
Who are they, like a loan shark in the mob saying, like, I don't got the money this week? And so Marv called up Chase and we're like, she's got a paycheck coming in, guys. You got to get that money before she gets her hands on it.
Snitches.
I want to think they use walkie-talkies, and it's just an instant sort of like, yeah, Kenzie just got paid. You're going to want to take that out right now.
That sucks. I'm so mad.
This really takes away the theme I was trying to say with buying your Q101 Twisted tickets because he got paid today.
I can't afford them.
Listen, Kenzie, you're probably
I have less money than I did yesterday.
I don't even know where to go with this now. I really had this great positive spin on it.
Not everyone can afford it.
Everybody get paid today? Who got paid today? I thought it was payday.
Crap. Well, some people were going to give them away at some point.
Listen, before the credit card company takes your
I'm
money.
going to have to sell mine. It's just like, I can't even afford outfits for this thing.
If you got paid today, send us your bank account number and your routing number, and let us know the quickest way that we can take that money.
Oh, my God.
That'd be nice.
So there's some great artists playing Q101's Twisted Christmas.
Oh, like White Reaper.
And if you had some money, you could buy
That's
the
who
tickets.
took my money. It sounds like it.
It's the White Reaper.
That's what I call my banker.
Listen, the tickets are
My
very.
credit card company's the White Reaper.
Are you going to Chase to take the mortgage out so you can buy the Q101 Twisted Christmas tickets just based on your equity in your home?
That sucks.
They're not
I'm
that
so
much.
Pissed off.
Listen, the tickets are very reasonable for all these shows.
But there's so many nights. I can't. This is so upsetting.
news. Here's the good news for you. I'll make a positive spin on it. I don't usually do that. In 2 weeks, you get paid, and there won't be a credit card payment unless you get some kind of bi-monthly payment because you owe so much. Maybe I'm too wrong.
Oh, my God.
Do you have to pay more than one a month? Like one big one?
No, well, because my husband and I have 2 separate cards, so yeah.
Oh, Lord.
That was just mine.
Okay, well, yours won't be gone in the next pay period, right? So in 2 weeks, you'll have a paycheck.
It'll be gone, and then because we'll pay his.
Oh, crap.
It's all gone. Somebody said after God Bless the Grave, we have to do a fundraiser for Kenzie to make it to Twisted.
This is a mess. I have no way to get out of this in a positive way right now.
You want people to buy tickets. Who's buying my tickets? I don't know how to get there.
Kenzie, I'll open a door for you.
It looks like you're announcing by yourself. I got to be honest.
Yeah, join me at Q101's Twisted Christmas, bringing on all the wonderful bands.
Different stories.
So Tuesday night, you got the Black Keys, Local H, Alex Sucks. Wednesday, White Reaper, one play in a second. Lovejoy, Bridget Calls Me Baby, Chicago bands right there, 2 in a row. Another one, how about Sincere Engineer with Bleachers on Thursday, December 7th. Love Sincere Engineer. And Friday, Young the Giant, the Gaslight Anthem to finish off just that. Friday night's awesome because you don't have to worry about getting up the next day. I mean, I know people have side hustles because you got to pay your credit card bills on Saturday morning. Maybe you got to do that.
No, but it's the Twisted Christmas finale. It's the Friday is always the best show. It's the most fun. Brian,
I wonder if we'll get paid on that Friday.
Can we calculate that going ahead if that's
See
the
if
2
I can
weeks?
get a drink while I'm there. God forbid I need a soda.
Let me tell you. Let's see if we got paid today. So 1, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. Oh, December 8th is going to be payday for us.
That's good.
if you buy a ticket to Young the Giant and Gaslight Anthem, Kenzie's going to make it rain from the balcony of the Aragon. She's going to take all of her paycheck.
See what happened to me today? I have less money.
All of her paycheck is going to be converted into cash. She's going to make it rain on you at the Aragon.
Please admit to do that. You'll do that.
No. I have no money. The whole point is that I don't have money.
Minus 200 right now. Oh, my God.
I'm negative.
Listen.
What?
Like my TikTok account says,
my baby
have a
boy
good
looks
time all the time. Live for today and don't worry about it. You're going to be fine.
Call my bank account Eeyore because it's negative as hell.
All right. Well, if you can buy a ticket, you'll see White Reaper with Lovejoy Wednesday, December 6th. All the information at Q101.com.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Hey, during that song, White Reaper, did you buy your Q101 Twisted ticket? Kenzie, did you open a new credit card?
Obviously, I wasn't able to do that.
Why don't you do that once? Just open another card like everybody else does.
That's a good idea.
Well, see,
That'll solve all the problems.
Well, you get a lot of bonuses opening up a new card, and then you get all those treats, and you just worry about it later. Come on.
Oh, yeah. I'll just worry about that later.
You'll be fine.
That'll probably take care of itself.
Everything's going to work out. That's what I always say. I'll figure it out. That's my famous phrase that Megan always says when I'm
I know, but then I have to figure it out.
I know, but you do, but you will. You're a smart girl. You'll figure it out.
Oh, thanks.
I got faith in you.
Thanks so much.
Q101 Twisted Christmas, White Reaper performing. Get there for the nights. And as Case said, that last night is the finale night with the Gaslight Anthem and Young the Giant. That's where we all party. Now, Kenzie's pregnant, so she won't be partying that hard, but I'll party for her as far as drinking because it's the last night. We don't have to get up early in the morning. It's going to be a blast that Friday night with Young the Giant and the Gaslight Anthem. All the information at Q101.com. Now time for Head to Headlines. You decide what we talk about next. We will never talk about the other story. We have 2 headlines. You pick one of them. The other one we'll never talk about. So choose wisely. 312-591-8300. Text in which headline you want to hear more of the story. Headline number 1. My date catfished me, ordered 53 fried pickles, then left me with the bill. That's headline number 1. Text in headline number 1 if you want to hear more to that story. Headline number 2. Western Washington man accused of trying to hire a prostitute for his horse. That's headline number 2.
Huh.
If you want to hear more of that story, text in.
I don't even know if that's illegal.
Well, we'll find out if everybody texts in headline number 2. You'll find out more about that story. So text in right now, 312-591-8300. In the meantime, while you're texting, we'll play some Nirvana for you. And Courtney Love, who we talked about, was it yesterday on the show or was it 2 days ago when I played the old clip from me talking to Courtney Love where she wanted to sleep with me?
She didn't say that.
She did.
So you never played that clip because it's made up.
She said.
But the clip you are talking about was 2 days ago.
She said, asked me if I was cute when I interviewed her years ago, and then she said,
And then you lied.
I lied because I said I was cute.
Yes.
And then she said she needed to get laid. That's not. If that isn't a signal, I don't know what is. You tell me. If that's,
She have a lot of follow-up because I think she got off the phone after that, didn't she?
she wouldn't leave the show for an hour and 50 minutes. She stayed on with me on the phone.
She was pretty sloshed though.
Why are you taking her side on this? Why can't you take my side? Say, you know what? I think she wanted you. Why can't you just say that?
She never even seen you before.
Doesn't matter. You can't just assume that maybe in that conversation she wanted me.
Yes, Brian. She wishes she never met Kurt and she only hooked up with you, and that's who her child was with.
Thank you.
There you go.
That's really nice.
Feel better?
I really do. Thank you. I really appreciate that. It's nice you have my side on that one.
That's exactly what happened.
Before we play the Nirvana, Courtney Love premiered her new solo album on TikTok, which apparently is coming around Christmas time when you can actually get it. According to her, she says, quote, "It might be the longest record that it's ever been written in the history of rock." The longest one. A lot of people say like best or what they got into on the record, just long. It's just really long.
How long do you think that would have to be?
I don't know.
What's the longest song now?
I mean, the longest album overall, too, I don't know. Like overall. But
I think she's saying the whole album, or she's saying she's going to have the longest song on there ever.
She said the longest record that's ever been written in the history of rock. So that means the whole record. You know what I mean? Not just one song. Longest,
I guess.
Longest album, are you Googling?
What do you think it's going to be called?
Long.
Long Hole?
Longest album in the...
Christmas Hole?
Yeah, I don't know.
Think of like what you would call it.
Oh, we'll find that out too. I can't. Nothing's coming up instantly on this. Might take a little more deep digging to see what the longest album is. In the meantime, enjoy Nirvana. It's Courtney's ex.
That she wish she would have dated Brian instead.
Thank you for the factual
You're
information.
welcome.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and still haven't found the exact longest album ever. It's kind of hard to find that information. We have longest titles, and I don't know. We'll get to that eventually. We'll figure it out for you. But in the meantime, it's Head to Headlines with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. You choose what content we talk about next. 2 stories, 2 headlines. We will never talk about the other story, depending on what you choose. Headline number 1 was, "My date catfished me, ordered 53 fried pickles, then left me with the bill." Headline number 2, Western Washington man accused of trying to hire prostitute for his horse. Now, Case found that story, and we got to give him a lot of credit on this one because that one won by almost 100%. People want to hear more about that.
I can see why, because I want to know also if this is a crime or not, because I grew up with horses, and I'd like to know if I can pimp them out.
Okay, well, you're going to find out right now because that won by a long shot. So here we go. Western Washington man accused of trying to hire a prostitute for his horse. You guys wanted to hear this story. A Longview man is accused of attempting to hire a prostitute for himself and his miniature horse.
Oh, like a female?
No, like those. You ever seen those mini horses?
Like on Robin Big?
Yeah, like the little horses.
No. But they wanted to hire a horse prostitute or a woman?
Oh, a woman.
Oh, I thought they were trying to get like a horse
prostitute?
Yeah. And I'm like,
Somebody that really put the whore in horse?
They're like, what's your horse doing? Like, I didn't realize.
Yes, it's a woman, human, with this man and a miniature horse. That's what he tried to do.
Oh. God.
It's not a nice story.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I wasn't ready. I assumed, that's why I said I didn't know if it was illegal. Like, can you be like, hey, can you bring your female horse over tonight? Like, for my horse? I'm like, I don't know.
But don't you think it's
that's just called breeding, isn't it?
Exactly. That wouldn't be like prostitution.
Right.
I mean, they're just getting together. They're just having a good time.
2 horses horsing around.
Yeah, they can do that.
I had no idea. Oh my God.
Well, you let me know when you're ready and I'll continue.
Okay, go ahead.
Are you sure?
Sure.
You need a minute?
Do you want a horse for himself?
So his name, since it's in the story, Jad K. Shipman, 48 years old, of Longview, was arrested on October 17th. He was released on a $1,000 bail as he awaits his initial arraignment hearing scheduled for Thursday. He was booked into it's called Cowlitz County Jail. So it's just funny to me. Cowlitz. It's one count of first-degree attempted animal cruelty, and then 1 count of patronizing a prostitute, per the court records.
See, now that's a tough one, because don't they this is tough, but How is there? It's interesting because it's illegal to be a prostitute, but then there's laws against making sure that you're nice to them. Do you know what I mean?
It's certainly one of those double-edged swords, I guess.
Right. It's just interesting. That's all I'm saying.
So, should it say, instead it can't be like he's patronizing a prostitute instead of greeting a prostitute, which would have been nice to say, hello. Hello, prostitute.
Hello, my baby. Hello.
Okay, so
I don't think anyone walks up and goes, hello, prostitute,
hello,
Brian.
Miss-
That's how Brian approaches people. Remember the ladies you guys walked by
Oh,
at Riot Fest?
We walked past.
I don't remember this.
Yes, you do. We were walking to our car is what we were doing. And there was some women who just looked angry that we were alive. And I was like, oh, we're going to get jumped. But I'm like, oh, at least Brian's with me. And as we walk through, he goes, pardon me, ladies. And I'm like, well, now they know you don't have a weapon. So that's awesome.
Oh, God.
I was so mad at you for saying that.
Listen, I think I diffused the situation well.
No, you need to look more upset. You can't do that.
She wanted me to look tough, and instead I'm like,
Yeah.
pardon me. Hello,
Excuse
fellow
me,
kids.
ladies.
You hit him with the Buscemi.
God.
All right, so let's get back to this guy. According to the probable cause statement, a Vice Unit detective from the Bellevue Police Department contacted the Cowlitz County Sheriff Office on August 15th to report that a user, later identified as Shipman, was communicating with a person on a forum-based website where you can solicit prostitutes. So he didn't even do it in person. He just went to a website to try to get one for him and his his miniature horse.
It's like a dating app. Nobody can meet in person anymore.
God.
Everybody's got to go online for their
They
horse
hit the
prostitute.
pavement like a real trooper.
I mean, explaining that situation in person, it's got to be a lot tougher than online. That I want you for me and my miniature horse.
Look, if that was me, I'd be overthinking it. It's like an email that you just can't hit send on. You're not sure how to phrase it. I'd be so in my head about that.
There's no way you should be comfortable phrasing that email. Of course you should be overthinking that email.
I would love to see that email. I would love it.
To whom it may concern.
Really like your comments on the things that you like and the sports teams you like. Would you like to get with me and my miniature horse?
Describe his horse, and he was like, was a shorter male, kind of hairy. Like, do you think he just didn't like announce it was a horse?
Yeah, how
And
long?
he just described big brown eyes. Like he just described it like a person.
How long into the email did he say it was a horse?
I would lead with that.
Is that the lead?
I can't surprise people with that. I want people to know my intentions from the jump.
You're honest when you hire prostitutes.
Thank you. I am Abe Lincoln's birthday. It's on his case.
Oh,
We
my God.
Come from the same cloth.
You don't patronize prostitutes like he did.
Not typically.
No. Okay, so was it in the subject line?
So wait.
Me,
I have a question. I have a question.
You and a horse.
No, because he wanted two.
That's like my album name. Me, you and a horse.
It's Morgan Wallen's next album.
Last night we let the horses talk.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, wait.
Okay, I got more, but go ahead.
Okay, did he get arrested because of the email? Like, was the prostitute like, I'm just forwarding this to the cops? Or did people show up and then he got arrested?
Let's get to more of the details and see what happens. Shipman allegedly offered to pay $440 to a person to travel to Longview to touch him and his miniature horse sexually. Sorry I had to say that out loud. This is not nice.
You know what's confusing is if I were a prostitute, I would think he was just calling it his miniature horse. It's very misleading. I'd be like, you gotta be kidding me. You were being, that wasn't a euphemism.
You're right. I go with it. You're fine.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then she would show up.
So I'd be like, you got, this is a joke.
I've heard way worse than this. A guy wants me to touch his horse.
Yeah, of course. Of course you want me to touch your miniature
Of
horse.
course. I get it.
I get it.
That's not my first rodeo.
Yeah,
Hello?
I get it. All right. So, according to the report, Shipman told the potential prostitute he was having a difficult time finding a willing participant to join him as, quote, the last two gals I asked said it was noticeably outside their comfort zone. So maybe she did get it, since she got that was an actual real horse.
No, they obviously understood. I'm saying I'd be like, oh, God.
Yeah.
I got to start clarifying.
So on October 13th, a deputy arrived at Shipman's residence and saw two miniature horses on his property. A resident told the deputy Shipman was a partial owner of the animals. He's only a partial owner of the miniature.
custody?
What, his wife on the other half?
He gets on the
Great.
weekends. Honey, I'm taking the mini horses and the divorce. No, you're not. We're splitting those up.
All right.
Oh, my God.
You get them on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
We share.
4 days later, Shipman sat down for an interview with the deputies who reportedly told them, after being read his Miranda rights, that he did offer a person cash for sexual purposes. He admitted during the interview that he had prior sexual contact with the animals. Ugh.
He did?
He did. He just wanted to bring someone else into the party, apparently. Oh, my God.
Who else owns the horses?
Well, I'm sorry to say, I'm at the last sentence of the story, and it doesn't say. Here's what it says, though, and this is the kicker. While out on bail, the suspect is prohibited from being around animals.
What happens if you're like walking in Chicago and like somebody with a dog on a leash?
He's got to run away.
Do you think he shows up at the dog park and Chris Hansen's there? He's like, have a seat right here.
Oh,
What was your intentions today?
Yeah. What were you doing with that? I got a chat log right here.
He's carrying McDonald's?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, I promise you, it's
Is
Friday.
he also prohibited from being around prostitutes?
No, just animals. And it was only $1,000 to get him out of jail, too.
I thought that too. I thought 1,000 was shockingly cheap.
Who paid that? Who knew what he was arrested for? Was like, no, I got you.
Obviously, the other owner of the horses.
I don't know.
Oh, my
I
God.
think the other owners in the dark. I think they think that they have a beautiful miniature farm. They probably take him to carnivals on the weekend.
Okay.
I don't think he realizes what's going on.
Honestly, I can tell you, as a responsible journalist, we're going to follow this story till the end. And we will get you all the updates. We'll find out who's the other owner of the horses.
We're gonna get the
Well, it
horses on
sounds
the
like-
show.
Yeah, oh, it's a case.
Oh no.
I'm talking about horses like they've been through a lot.
These poor horses.
I know. And women.
And the horses and the women, yes.
This is horrible.
Yeah, it is. A very, very bad story.
Oh my God. Case's weekend just got real muddy though, because Brian just requested all this stuff.
I know. I'm used to it.
We need the miniature horses. We need the prostitute. I don't think I want to talk
And
to him.
find out who else owns the horses.
Yeah.
Got it.
So I hope you don't have a Halloween party planned.
No, not like I got anything going on tomorrow.
Yep. Monday morning here with Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
So it's Brian and Kenzie. Totally looking forward to seeing you tonight at the Cubby Bear
Ew.
for the pop-up Halloween party. It's going to be epic. We've got Weathers performing, and they're going to also perform as Green Day for Halloween. You guys in your costumes, $500 for first place in the costume contest. And then what is it for second and third, Kenzie? I forgot.
How much money?
Yeah,
I think 200 and 100. I think.
you're right. You're
Is
right.
it?
I just saw it. I just opened it up there.
Oh, wow. It was a pop quiz?
Oh, ding. Yeah, there you go. One more right. And also, the first 101 that get there in line, it's a pop-up, it's free. We'll get these unbelievable, sweet Q101 Halloween shirts.
Oh, my God. They're amazing. I love these shirts. I got one. Brian didn't.
I did not get one.
Well, I was kind of mean about it, and I made Case bring it up in a meeting.
You weren't mean. You were demanding because you're so passionate about Halloween that you wanted one.
I want one.
Right. You
Damn
got
it.
Okay, you got one. Calm down.
Everyone forgets about me. All the time.
All the time, you're all forgotten.
Yes.
So the first 101 in line will get this Halloween T-shirt that's unreal and a Halloween bash sticker as well. And the costumes, the competition, the prizes, it is the spot to be. The Cubby Bear tonight, it's free. And it's going to be our party for you. So
No, I'm excited. A few hours away, baby.
So Kenzie's actually going to be on TV in a couple hours.
Yes, 11:30.
What's going on?
I am going to be on Windy City Live. It's their Halloween episode. They always have us on for that, for their special features and everything. Like we do New Year's Eve every year, things like that. So
Yeah.
This is their Halloween episode. It's always a theme. So all the hosts of the show, it's like, you know how you see like those family group outfits?
Right.
So it's very fun. The hair and makeup takes hours, which is why, like, even though it's at 11:30, I will be getting ready very shortly for this.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. And my husband and I will be guest hosting today, Kenzie and Roman, and then we're going out in those outfits tonight because I'm like, well, I'm going to spend hours in hair and makeup. So
Yeah, you got a professional job of costume there. It's a lot.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just like what I'm going to do is probably try to make something together here for tonight.
Last year I was Ursula, and we put pictures of that up. Like it's even on Q101 if you want to see it. But I had huge tentacles. I had the purple, my skin was. I was hand painted.
It's
purple.
unreal. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. I had the gray with I had short hair. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
So
So you're going to wear that tonight, what they put you in
Whatever
today.
they put me in today. I can't say what we are.
Okay.
I'm not allowed to. But 11:30, if you want to tune in.
11:30 on ABC 7.
Yes.
Right on. That's
Wow.
amazing. And we'll see you, of course, tonight. Me and Case are sticking around for the hour. We got the weekend Q101 Under Sports coming up here in a second. So hang out. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.